Okay, so in Wales, for the last few days, I was doing Qigong with a small group of people, and one of those people happened to be Steve, who is actually from New Zealand, and I know him reasonably well from New Zealand. And we, ended up here on the other side of the world doing Qigong together, which is pretty cool. So Steve has already done a bit of Qigong in the past, but I don't think he's ever done it intensively, or it wasn't super intensive what we were doing, but as intensively as we did over those few days. So I thought I'd ask him what he thought of the experience and what he got out of it. Okay, Steve, so it was actually a 5-day Qigong thing, but you were there for 4 of them, just the way things worked out. You've done Qigong before, but probably not as much. Is that all in?
Not as much as that, not all at once, no.
Yeah. So I guess for a start, just how did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed it. It was good. It was awesome to be in a place where, so we were on a farm in Wales called Hay on Wye, and it was in an area which for us we were the only group that were in the place all at once, and it was sort of surrounded by farm and bush. And so that made it quite a nice setting. We had a vegetarian food for the week. That was really good. It sort of adds to the whole atmosphere. And it was good just to concentrate on the Qigong practice, not just once during the day, but we were doing it in the morning and in the afternoon, and then sometimes in the evening as well.
Cool. And I guess in terms of your experience of the Qigong, doing that much Qigong all in one time, did it change maybe the way you feel the energy, or give you some more sort of in-depth, did it change your perception of things, or what you experienced a little bit?
Yeah, so it's kind of actually like developed my understanding of Qigong and the feeling of energy within my body. So like John mentioned, I have done some Qigong before, and it's been like a bit of a slow process for me because how I know John is mainly through Kung Fu, and so Qigong has sort of been more of a slow burner for me. And I guess slow burner is probably a good way to describe the energy that I've felt in my body as well, because it's sort of been like a slow awakening of the energy, or that feeling of the energy in my body. And over the course of that week, spending the time focusing on the Qigong, I actually felt it much stronger. So for me, I feel the energy starts from my hands and then works its way up. And that feeling from within my hands become a lot stronger, and I could feel it throughout my body a lot more, especially as the week went on.
Cool. Yeah, I guess that's one of the things. Practicing regularly by yourself, even if it's just a little bit, is really helpful, but sometimes having that deep, intensive experience, it brings things more strongly, which then hopefully carries on into your regular practice. Yeah. In terms of, I guess, your intellectual understanding of the Qigong, did it kind of fill in some blanks for you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've only done the Qigong Foundation Practices course, which John does, and that was really informative and really good. But doing it in a group setting and having that sort of dedicated time, so rather than spending like an hour or maybe 2 hours a day doing the coursework, you're sort of there immersed in the Qigong throughout the whole week, which gives you just a lot more time to concentrate and to focus on your learning. And so for me, I sort of feel like I come away with a much better understanding of Qigong and how it works.
Cool. Anything else you would like to add?
Probably the big thing is there's a lot that you can get from the group setting. In fact, John mentions that through the week, that you can, although learning and practicing Qigong by yourself is really good in its own right, but doing it in a group setting, you do really work and learn a lot from the energy of the other people who are participating in the course, which is really nice. And we did a little bit of chanting, and that was really awesome. The room that we were in had really good acoustics, and so it sounded really good when we were all in rhythm with each other, and it sounded really good, and you can feel the energy that much more.
That is cool, actually. I had almost forgotten that I have never had a group sound that good all together. And the point of those practices isn't how good you sound together, but it was pretty darn cool.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so thanks, Steve. It's been awesome catching up with Steve here on the other side of the world, and I'm on my way back to New Zealand soon. Steve is on his way back to Romania. He actually, just like I started Chi Life as a vlog at the beginning of the year, Steve started his own vlog at the beginning of the year as well.
Finding Lemons.
Finding Lemons. So if you want to check that out, you can look at Finding Lemons on YouTube, or I guess I'll put a link below this video, and you can see Steve's adventures. He's going to be going back to Romania, because that's where he is at the moment, but he's going to be probably moving around a bit in the near future too. Alright, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
See you later.